Going live, it says you are live.
Okay, let us know
Okay.
if you can hear us and see us.
Okay. Are we lined up okay here? Okay. You can hear us.
I'm gonna maybe that.
What?
Harry, can you
I think
close
it's
that,
o- I
that
think
curtain
it's
thing back
okay.
there behind? Just the little one. I think
What, the little
it's
one?
got, yeah,
Okay.
just the little.
Daddy wants the little one
Yeah, just
closed
that
then.
little one's gotta go.
Okay. Can you see us? Can you hear
There you
us?
go.
Are we
That
good?
works.
Good, good. Let's see who all is here. Allison's here. Xanthia's here. Sabra's here from Arkansas. Thanks, Xanthia. She says, I can see you and hear you. Jeannie is here from Colorado. Jeanette says, I should set an alarm to remind me to come to the chat. Debbie says, remember to click the like button. Yes, please. Thank you, Debbie, for doing that. Kathy is here. Black Widow's here from Michigan. Robin from California. Joanne's here from Minnesota. Rhonda from South Dakota. Bev is here, but we're blurry, she says. Unfortunately, that's becoming common.
Yeah.
I think it's our internet. Monique's here from Canada. Georgia, hey, lady. Susie is here. Nerdy Bombshell is here, and she likes my hair. Thank you. Kathleen's here from Minnesota. Emily from California. Bex is here. Hey, Bex. Allison says we are a hoot. Nana is here from Texas. Sharon from Tennessee. Jeanette can see us and hear us. Thank you. From Iowa. Karen from Ohio. Dolores is here. And Nancy, Katrina, Diana. Brown Eyed Girl is here. I saw something about there's no hockey tonight for you. So she can focus on the live stream here. Hockey's important. Melissa's here from North Carolina. Cindy from Florida. Noreen is here. Hey, lady. Okay, Peyton says, I made a live from the start. Gold star. All my farm animals are taken care of, so now I can enjoy. That's good. Jeanette likes my hair down. Okay, so the deal with my hair down, you guys, I don't ever wear my hair down. It gets in my way. It annoys me. But we were outside. It's actually not raining today, which is a very rare phenomenon nowadays. And so we actually spent time outside in the garden and got awful. I mean, came in drenched because it's muggy outside. It's not like temperature, is it the low 80s? I guess,
Yeah,
something like that. But it's humid.
Storms are coming in tomorrow.
Yeah, so it's going to rain all day tomorrow again. We're trying to make use of the no rainy day and catch up in the garden. So since I came inside drenched, wet, I did hop in the shower a little after 6 o'clock. And I'm trying to let my hair dry. It's still all wet in the back and everything. So
Now, y'all are in the garden. Abigail and I
yeah.
were building a shelter, and so I can end in a video. So we'll have a video. Should be up this week sometime.
Yeah, I was in the garden with Sarah and Anna working on the weeds, and you were doing goat fencing. He's got a whole video that he's had in the works for weeks
I've had to
now.
work on it 30 minutes here, an hour there for weeks and weeks.
And Abigail helped him to
finish up a shelter.
So
Yeah, it's ready.
It's
So
ready.
it's ready for Sam to put it all together, and then the boys are up in the.
Yeah.
So
Andrew and David are building beds and nightstands in their new bedroom out in the summer kitchen right now. We rang the dinner bell for supper and they said, we want to finish this first and then we'll come in and eat. So they're still out there. They have not had supper tonight, but
they are wanting to get that
yeah,
bedroom.
they made a choice and that's their priority right now is to get it put together. So they cleaned it and everything today. So
Yeah.
Monique, your hair is down, Janice. How long is it? I don't know. Shawn, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Can we see?
it's down here. Yeah.
It's all the way down to my backside.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's long. This is why I never wear it down because there is no way that I would be out there pulling weeds in the garden or back when I, helped milk the cow and all that stuff with my hair down that long. So I put it up in that little French twisty thing with that. I think it's a Lila Rose clip. I think that's the brand name of it. I've had it for years. Does that sound right, Sarah? Lila Rose? Yeah, very sturdy. So,
Keep it up because if it's down, it's not tactical.
It's not tactical. Yeah, it's not practical. So I used to wear it down all the time, though. Like when we first met.
Well,
Of course, it wasn't this long either. It was.
Well, and you are not engaged in outdoor.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was a frou-frou girl back then too. So
a lot of things about appearance and clothing and all that changes when you're out doing outdoor
farm tasks.
things.
It's different. So even just hanging laundry, I can. If I had my hair down and I was bending over to get clothes out of the laundry basket, I would be angry by the time I got done hanging laundry with it going down in my face. Every time I reached for clothes. So Rita says she's excited to watch the new video that you're ready to put together. Holly says, hello, everyone. Holly, I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Ooh, I look younger. Robin says I look younger.
With your hair down. Yeah.
Well, okay, maybe I'm motivated to wear it down more often now if I look younger. How about that?
When you were younger, you wore it down. So.
Peyton says her hair is down to her waist too, and she cannot wear it down when outside, especially in muggy summertime. How miserable is that? So
yeah, it's good to get airflow to your
with my neck. My neck would be.
Well, you wouldn't burn it.
That's true. I wouldn't get sunburn. I wouldn't be a redneck. Is that?
Yeah, you burn. Yeah, you burn.
Well, Joanne's asking if we've thought about cutting our hair and donating it to Locks of Love. I think I did that.
Yeah.
I mean, years and years ago. Like maybe back when I had a baby Sam.
Yeah, it's been quite a while.
Yeah. And I got my hair cut to my chin and I cried. So you want to say hi to everybody? Say hi, guys.
You still eating, baby?
She's still eating her supper?
Yeah.
I go love my dot.
What?
I go love my dot.
Okay.
I go where the ponytail like.
Your hair.
Yeah. Yeah. Rebekah's got pretty hair too. She's doing piggy tails today. Yeah. I like piggy tails too. She's shaking her head now. You make those piggy tails swing. Oh goodness.
No.
Oh goodness. Julia's asking about the unboxing videos, about why we don't do them, because she says, I loved watching them and enjoyed the joy it brought to your family. Yeah, that's I don't know, it's a depressing thing to talk about.
No.
It just people loved it, like you. People loved it, and other people despised it with every fiber of their being.
It was 90% of the complaints.
And it felt apparently that it was their life's calling to let everyone know that they despised it with every fiber of their being. And some of that, she's playing with my hair now.
Oh, yes.
You play with my hair and Mama will fall asleep. Yeah, and some of those that displeasure was placed on our children, and that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back for me. It just made it to where,
and it has lightened up.
And it has.
It has indeed. Some of those people have disappeared. So
Cindy talks about she donated hair 18 inches one time and 16 inches another time. Rebekah is so precious. Thank you, Dolores. Debbie loved the duckling births. So yeah, the thumbnail picture for this live stream is those same ducks out there. The children have named the little one, the little runt there at the very end, Woodstock. So that is her, we don't know their name. So Susan, thank you for the super chat. She says 4 years Zevias. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Stacy says she's been missing the live streams because her phone has been having issues. So we've been doing well, Stacy. We've missed you. Let's see. Okay, Janice Caffarelli is looking for an address to send a recipe to. We have it in the description box. There's an address we have for the UPS store, and that's where we get all of our mail. So, Sam, she's asking if maybe you could post the address. I have a little business card up there above you, Sam, on that bookshelf for the UPS store. I don't know if you can do that. But Georgia's super chat also. Thank you, Georgia. She says, for Janice, Zevia, summer cold drinks. Tried for the first time today and really like it. They're really good. I do enjoy them. So it's not, I don't crave regular soda. What is she doing to my hair back here? Is she twisting it? Well, she's fine. It's not hurting me. I just feel like, if you see me go, oh, it's because Rebekah is back here playing beauty shop. So Susan is there around Tulsa, and they had tornadoes and stuff, bad weather.
Oklahoma's been getting nailed this year. I mean, Oklahoma always has a lot of tornadoes, but I've heard it's been a little unusually bad this year.
Allison's asking about new channels that you found on YouTube. He did go over some analytics, so a few things. We will touch on that too, Allison. Marguerite, like the duck and chicken burst. No, I'm hoping this weekend. I'm hoping I have turkeys. We've never hatched turkeys before. This will be a new experience, but I'm hoping to film it and hopefully things go well. And I have cute little turkey poults to show you guys. So let's see.
Lisa's on here now.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Lisa. And Kathleen likes it when we walk around the homestead. They like Woodstock. You all picked out a good name for the little ducky. Susan, thank you for the super chat as well. We appreciate you a whole bunch. Colleen, no. Now, I don't know if it's Colleen or Colleen because we have people that say it differently. We have not gotten Berthie's gift yet. I didn't tell you. She messaged me and she has sent something for the tombstone. Okay. Yes, we have not received it yet, but I'm sure it'll be in shortly. Let's see. Susan, the black cherry stevia, that's good. Yeah, I do enjoy that one. So let's see.
Bex is under a warning. So it's up that direction now. Yeah, it's hitting us tomorrow. So.
Yeah. Monique asks how the little duckling is. It is in with the big ones. They're all getting along great. They've actually been moved from the shop. So when I ended that video, they were in a brooder in the shop building. And now they are out in a chicken tractor in the front yard. Big ones and then the little Woodstock all in there together. So they're doing good. Mama Bears is here too. I'm so glad you're here. Let's see. Becky Miller's under tornado warning now too.
She's in Ohio. So Ohio, Indiana, that area is getting it right now. So.
Okay. Peyton Sassafras says they already have their baby turkeys hatched out and we will love them. So yeah, we've got ours came from a hatchery through the mail, and that's how we got our original flock of turkeys. But this is our first time doing it ourselves. Yeah, I plan to share it with you guys. Cindy says I'm excitedly waiting for the turkeys to hatch. I hope to let you guys share in that too. So Cindy is here and is new to our channel. Welcome, Cindy. I'm glad you're here. Okay. Beth asked the question, and several others had asked this too. What happened to the egg that was a week behind Woodstock? I didn't address that in the video, and several of you guys asked in the comments. So that was the egg in the incubator. I had put a star on the end of it just to mark it as this one's a little iffy. And you guys know that hatching, I mean, it took days. It was like a week from pipping to finally shutting down the incubator for good. It was stressful. And that last little egg, eventually, whenever we candled it, there was no movement at any point in there. So it was also disposed of. We have hatched ducklings in the past, and hip, hip, hooray. You goofy. And we've not had issues like we did this time. So, oh, Miss Vicky is here too. Real Stories, a writer's pen and a fisherman's tale. Check out their channel, guys. Let's see. Oh, Mama Baird's is 50-mile-per-hour winds in Montana too. Now she has a YouTube channel as well. I don't know if you guys are familiar with both Carolina's channel, Mama Baird's, and Miss Vicky's channel, Real Stories. S.C. Robinson, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it very, very much. Oh, and Hope mentions to hit the like button. Okay, so I'm currently showing we have 183 people here with us and 69 thumbs up currently. So if you haven't hit that yet, snap, guys, thank you. It helps with the YouTube algorithm thing. So, okay, Susan says we have high wind gusts with severe asthma. It's an indoor day. Just got home from watching our 2-year-old granddaughter and grandson. I call them the Twinados. It's funny. Goodness. Kim says, I'm late, but I'm here. Fashionably late. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, Colleen, I'm sorry we lost some of those ducklings too. It was depressing. I think if I had to pick one animal here on our property, it's the ducks. The ducks bring me more joy. Now, Daisy gives us milk. That's great. But the ducks are just fun. So to lose the little baby ones was hard. Okay, let's see. Tommy Turner says White House on a Hill has some YouTube videos on raising turkeys. You may be at the toes coming up over my shoulder here. You may be interested in watching as they lost turkeys their first year due to illness. So the turkeys we have now are not our first ever turkeys. We started off with a beautiful heritage breed of turkeys called Blue Slate. And they're a heritage breed because that means that they're natural. They would have fertile eggs. You could grow your flock and all that stuff. We couldn't keep them alive though, but they weren't beautiful.
Because they were too natural, because they wanted to go in the woods.
Yeah, and
they wanted to go in the woods and be turkeys.
And they wouldn't come back out.
Yeah, and things eat them. So these are a bit more domesticated, so they stick around.
Yeah. And we did end up in the end with one male of those beautiful turkeys left over. He became food for our family. And I'm telling you, that was the best tasting turkey I have ever had. Now, because we couldn't keep them alive, whenever we replaced them with what we currently have, we did get from a hatchery, but not a heritage breed. This is like a hybrid turkey. It's basically a commercial, it's a broad-breasted bronze turkey are the ones that we have now. And technically, everything that I read says they're not supposed to be able to give you fertilized eggs.
They have.
But they have. Yeah. We got the turkey eggs. That's what they'll do when they hatch. Oh, Nancy told the duckling story at quilting. Oh, goodness, baby. Okay, let's see. Rita, she mentions Mama Bear to Minnie, her channel, that it's a homesteading family YouTube channel. As often as I did before, once in a while I get to catch one when I'm multitasking, like when I sit down, I'm doing something else. Sounds like a channel I need to check out.
Okay, so I got channels.
Okay.
So I always look at what's the top 15 channels that you guys watch. So something, I don't know, this one didn't jump out at me. The Presley Girls, have we said that one before?
So what? These are channels that people that watch us.
People that subscribe to us also subscribe to these channels.
Okay.
The Presley Girls, that one jumped out at me as new.
I'm not familiar with that.
I don't know who the Presley Girls are.
Is anybody watching the Presley Girls that's YouTube channel?
Top 15, then Celebrating Appalachia.
Okay.
So these months of Canada has slipped to third.
Really?
The UK has passed Canada.
Really?
So if you have anybody on here that's in the United Kingdom, because the United Kingdom has now passed Canada as the second most views.
Awesome.
And I saw a search, I didn't write this down, of what people are searching for: homesteading, prepping, in the UK. So when they're finding us. So
Did Abigail go outside?
Yeah.
Does anybody know?
so I don't
Did Abigail go outside?
Yeah, I didn't buy
No.
want me.
Never heard of the see when I see press release, I think of the music group in Branson. We were in here in Missouri, but it's not them. It's not either of it.
No, she's probably outside then.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of the Presley Girls. Well, somebody's watching them because they're somebody
Oh yeah.
because we're getting okay, Stacy. Girls are twin daughters of the that's celebrating Apple. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, well look there, they're tied together.
Oh, with the other
So
channel.
it's an offshoot because it's a kids.
Okay.
I got it. Okay. So very Appalachian
Sam,
theme to our.
are you paying attention to Stacy's comments?
Yes, I don't
Okay.
know what I don't know who the spammer is.
Okay. He's on the lookout, Stacy. She says, I think you have a spammer in the comments. So okay. I did see where Stacy had asked what we had for supper tonight.
Mexican.
Yeah, it was tacos. I tried to get something fast and just taco meat, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, make taco salads or hard shell tacos. That was supper tonight with guacamole. All those avocados that have been on sale. We had a big batch of guacamole. So that was supper. Okay.
Okay, one more big surprise. So I have said for a year when I look at the channel, what language it's translated into.
Okay.
And I'm always surprised that Spanish never even comes up because I always think we're that's the closest country to us would be Mexico. Yet no, I don't know what's going on. Number one in the past 28 days,
Spanish?
Spanish.
All of a sudden?
All of a sudden, Spanish is the most translated, and the second is Arabic.
Really?
How about that?
So
Well,
before
that's a big change. That's a big change. Before it was your European, the Dutch, French,
yeah, Greek was up there.
Yeah,
Huh.
it was the European.
That is strange.
But now all of a sudden it's Spanish and Arabic that jumped out at me as different too. So,
I don't know.
that's different. Okay.
Anybody have any theories on that one? Because I'm stumped on that one.
So
I don't know.
suddenly we're picking up.
Okay, so Lisa and Jeanette on here are asking why we don't have geese. And I think my off the cuff answer is because I'm scared of them.
Well, no shortage of birds. There's a lot of birds out here.
They'll bite me. Oh goodness. Yeah. So I bet I've never eaten goose, but I'm going to guess if you enjoy duck, maybe you'll enjoy goose.
I know nothing
You
about
don't
eating
know.
goose.
If anybody has had geese versus duck, is there a difference in taste? There's got to be a difference in demeanor because my ducks are sweet, super sweet. And I know geese will like chase you and bite you. At least I've heard horror stories of them chasing and biting people. So, Stacy has said, Sam, there was someone looking for a job and she suspected that was a spammer. That's who she was referring to. No, Lisa, she says, maybe you do and I haven't seen them. No, we don't have them. You haven't missed them because they're not here. But I don't know.
Yeah. The other thing we've got so many different types of animals. We have to think about if we're introducing anything, will it not get along or be problematic with the other animals?
That's true.
Too.
Rita says geese bit her brother. So
yeah, we don't want to eat anything aggressive. That's for sure.
Yeah. Jeanette says, well, if you're scared of geese, then don't get them. But I will say, when we first got Daisy the cow, I was very intimidated by her as well. Because, I mean, I know beef cattle are like much bigger than what Daisy, our Jersey cow, is. But for our livestock here, she was like a big.
Yeah, she was our first.
Yeah.
Huge animal.
So, but
she was our first animal you can't pick up.
Yeah. Once I got to know her and she got to know us and we kind of.
Now, don't get in there with a bull, though.
Yeah. Once we knew each other's temperament, I'm not intimidated by her anymore, but I was at first. Oh, Monique says, I'd be happy to send you some Canada geese. They're aggressive right now. Oh, with their goslings. Yeah, this would be the time for them to be aggressive. Yeah. We have wild geese and they chase us. Now, I would do say that we do have geese.
Oh, yeah, that come into our pond, and things like
Yes.
that. Yeah, but we don't have domesticated.
They live on our pond, and every morning and every evening, the pair of them will fly over the house and they honk, honk, and make a big noise. I enjoy seeing them fly over the house. You know, they're not right there trying to bite my legs or anything. Nancy says, I think roosters are mean from my experience. There are some mean
That
ones.
can be, yeah.
We don't keep them around here if we've only had one. In 14 years, we have had one rooster that had to go. Yeah. Oh, Exanthea says, I told my cousin about your channel. She lives in Egypt. Maybe it was her doing the translating.
Oh.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be multiple people for it to pop up. See, and I also thought, could it be the fact that we're getting all those folks in the UK because the UK has a huge Arabic population, so that those two could
Yeah.
also be connected.
Yeah. Beck says she has a lot of blue heron on her lake. You saw one fly over
Yeah, we
recently
yeah,
too.
every once in a while we have.
It's not common,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
every
not
once in a
common.
while, yeah, they're impressive. Cindy says the wild ducks in Florida are very aggressive.
Huh.
Our ducks are sweet. I don't know. I don't want any of the aggressive kind. So, Lisa asks about our homeschooling. Do we do senior graduation and kindergarten graduation? We've never done a kindergarten graduation with any of the children. In the state of Missouri, you do not have to formally start schooling until they're 7 years old. So now, you know, our children pick up things like Rebekah already. I mean, she can count above 10 and recognizes some letters and things like that, but we're not formally schooling her. That's not required until 7 years old. So kindergarten, we just kind of skip that graduation. Senior graduation, we don't participate in like a ceremony, cap and gown, all that kind of stuff. However, I do offer the children a senior graduation party if they want that. And Samuel obviously is the only one that has been offered that because he's the only one that has graduated at this point, and he declined. He's very much he's quiet. So he declined that. The deal is, okay, so birthdays, we don't do birthday parties for each child every year like some families do. We do one big big blowout birthday party when they're 13. And that's when they get to pick. Again, Samuel chose not to. He wanted to go to a history museum with grandparents. He wanted something totally separate. But Sarah and Andrew have both had their big 13th birthday parties where we rented a laser tag place and had a big professional cake made and all that. And David has said he definitely wants the birthday party, but he wants it here on our property and to invite family and friends and just have a big long day of it where we have lots of food and everybody here. So the 13th birthday party and then the senior graduation party. Sarah has already told me she wants the senior graduation.
Everything.
I don't know if you can hear. She says, I have it all planned out, the invite list, the food and everything. And she's finishing up 11th grade now. So this time next year will be Sarah's high school graduation party. And I've totally missed everything that was in the comments while I was yapping. So, Zelch Family Homestead is here though too. Sam, make sure. Oh, he's already on it. He's got the link in the chat over there. How is your garden growing? Ours is doing well. Wanted to see how it does with the cicadas as they emerge. Glad we caught your live stream this evening. I'm glad you're here. I don't know if you guys are getting as much rain as we are. We're a swamp out here. It is a mucky mess. So, like, potatoes are doing great. I had them healed up really well. They're beautiful this year. I'm so happy with the potatoes. But then there's other things like we don't have a single green bean in the ground because it's just muck. Sarah has started, what'd you say, zucchini, all the summer squash, cantaloupe, watermelon, all those are in pots. Normally we would just plunk those seeds right in the ground, but it's so wet. So she has those going in pots, and eventually, whenever it dries out, we can put those little starts, in the ground somewhere. So today, again, since the ground is so wet, we went out into the garden. There are some weeds in the garden that are trying to go to seed, which is not ideal in the garden. So we went around pulling things and dumping those out to the goats. The goats thought it was great to go ahead and get all those weeds, but it's going. Let's see. Catching up on the chat here. Allison said they got some rain today. Deborah says she's proud of you, Sarah. Oh. Yeah, Rita says she's swamped with rain here and gonna rain again tomorrow. We're the same. It's supposed to rain again tomorrow. So what I told the kids today is, okay, it's muddy, but at least it's not pouring down rain right now. Let's go outside. Let's catch up on all the things, whatever we can do. We're not putting green beans in the ground, but what we can do, Andrew and David cut some limbs off some trees and, just whatever we could do. And tomorrow, since it's going to be rainy, we're doing like 2 days worth of school tomorrow since we skipped today. So that's how we're working this out. But oh, Lisa says we homeschool and our son is a senior and mama's heart is sad. Yeah, that's what got us to start a YouTube channel last year. Sam turning 18 and it doesn't seem possible that much time has passed. Zelch family homestead. Everything is mud, but the garden is doing well. Yeah, our peas and stuff. Sarah gave me an update on the peas that they're doing great. The brassicas look good and healthy. It's what's there is doing very well. The kale, we have tons of kale seed. We will have plenty to share. But let's see. Do you have a recipe for the pasta house salad? Cindy Woods asked. It's very simple. Get one of those 3 packs of romaine hearts, chop it all up, put it in a bowl. Get a head of iceberg lettuce, chop it up and put as much as you can in the bowl. I can never fit both because my bowl's not big enough. After you've got your bowl pretty much full, thinly slice a red onion to however much looks pleasing to you. Some like a little or none, some like a lot. And then get a can of artichoke hearts and drain it. And then I do cut up the artichoke hearts into bite-sized pieces and dump that in there as well. Again, just eyeball it. How much do you really like artichoke hearts? Maybe you want to put 2 cans in there. So just eyeball it. And then Parmesan cheese, shredded Parmesan cheese. We buy the block and shred it and put it in there. I mean, you could buy it already shredded from the store. Again, eyeball it. And you have that all put together. And your dressing is going to be 1 cup of extra virgin olive oil, 1 cup of red wine vinegar, salt and pepper to taste. And you're going to mix that all up, the dressing part, and dump it on your salad just before you serve it. Toss it all together, and there you go. So it's easy peasy, and it's a hit. People like it when I bring it. So Virginia says, I made it to the live. Yay! May was able to get a Walmart for under $5. That is a good deal. Cindy's wondering what are the best green beans to grow in a pot. See, we don't really grow any in pots. Sarah, do we have what varieties? We do mostly pole beans.
Bush beans,
Yeah.
you want them in a pot.
Yeah. And we don't.
Yeah.
We don't do much with bush beans, but if you are using them in a pot, you're going to have to pick a bush bean variety because a pole bean variety is going to need a trellis or something to grow up.
Yeah.
Did we get any of those bad storms that hit Oklahoma and Arkansas?
Just
Shannon
rain
asked.
when it gets here.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Vicky says we got 2 little squash now. I'm so proud. Good job, Vicky. Watch out for those squash bugs. Nancy says Pasta House is her favorite restaurant to go to. Yeah, I always enjoyed their salad, so that's why I looked for the copycat recipe.
Oh, Krista Clark, no pasta in the pasta house. It's pasta. That's a restaurant chain.
Yeah,
So it's named after a salad that's served by a restaurant chain called Pasta House.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see where that would be confusing.
If you're if you don't have Pasta House restaurants, then you're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know how common they are. Are they across the country or is it just the US? Pasta House.
Oh, I'm sure it's just
It's like an Olive Garden.
It's probably not even the entire United States.
Yeah, it's like an Olive Garden, but Olive Garden serves a very different salad than Pasta House does. So, and this is
Yeah.
the salad that Pasta House restaurant will set on your table, like with the breadsticks and stuff like that.
Okay, so like so you're saying it's not Pasta House is not on the East Coast, so
Oh, really? Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay, so yes, several people's never heard of it, so I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure how.
See, I take that for granted whenever I'm telling people
Yeah.
things.
It's kind of like the grocery stores. They're
Yeah.
not everywhere.
Well, I did know like that, Tin Box is just a local chain because on their ad, they've got just a few towns that Tin Box is in, but I assumed that Pasta House was like Olive Garden. I mean, is Olive Garden everywhere? I assume it's
I would
everywhere.
assume it's not.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
probably all of these things are probably just in certain states or
See.
whatever.
Thank you, Deborah. She's saying sweet things to me. Oh, okay, guys. I'm sorry. This whole time I've been saying pasta house salad, and I just assume you guys know what I'm talking about. And that's why they all
So
thought
okay,
there should be
so
pasta
Olive
in it.
Garden is in California, so it made it to the West Coast.
Okay.
Okay, Olive Garden's even up in Canada, so Olive Garden must be more common than Pasta House.
Okay.
It'd be like it's a competitor.
Okay.
Okay, so obviously Olive Garden is everybody's got an Olive Garden. So
Okay.
so yeah, that must be the nationwide one.
But the pasta house salad, the few times that I've had an Olive Garden salad, it had like olives and tomatoes and stuff in it. Pasta house salad doesn't have any of that stuff in there. So, let's see. Catching up on comments. Monique says, no clue. I know. I'm with you. Okay. Hey, Christine. Glad you're here. Pasta House is a family owned company, Nancy says.
So
Okay.
I guess it's not as big.
Yeah. Deborah says, I figured it was a restaurant because you said a copycat recipe. Yeah. Kind of like, remember, I had the copycat recipe for the Red Lobster cheesy
cheese.
bread rolls.
I think I think probably most people know what a Red Lobster is.
Yeah.
I think that's nationwide.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I can see where everybody's like, where's the pasta in this
Yeah.
pasta house salad? Okay. Yeah, I came in from the garden and didn't realize how thirsty I was until I came inside. Let's see. Okay, so as far as future videos, so we already talked about Shawn's with the fencing, the area for the goats, the shelter, and all this stuff. He's been documenting it for the last couple weeks. Sam and I are working on a video. Sam, do you recollect what year that old video was filmed in?
July 2019.
2019. It's a video I filmed before we had a YouTube channel or anything like that. And he's trying to fix it up, utilize it to put out here on the YouTube channel. And I'm thinking about putting it out on Sunday, like maybe for Mother's Day, because we didn't have a little Rebekah or anything. We just had 6 children at that point, and Abigail had just turned 4 years old. So it was, I don't know. I like looking back on those videos, and I didn't take too many of them, back before the YouTube channel. So we're going to try to get that put together, maybe for Sunday's videos, the plan. So there you are. Rebekah was looking for you. Did she find you?
Yeah.
Okay. Abigail just came inside. So let's see. You're welcome, Cindy. She says, thank you for the recipe. I'm going to try it this week. We have Olive Garden in Florida, but not Pasta House. So yeah, the reason I like that recipe is because like if you go to a gathering with friends and stuff, you can have a salad with all the different ingredients and everybody's got to build their own salad. And that's nice, but it can be a little chaotic with, especially if there's children and stuff doing it too. This way, it's the salad's made up, the dressing is on the salad. It's just you take the tongs and put it on your plate and it's just done. So I find it very convenient and it's yummy too. So, um, yay, they're looking forward to the video. I'm excited about it. Yes, Vicky. She goes, wait, what? Squash bugs? Squash bugs.
Terrible.
I'd say the
Well-
biggest pest that we have in our garden every year, squash bugs.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
biggest. Yeah.
Yeah. People, they struggle with aphids and Japanese beetles and potato bugs and all kinds of stuff. Squash bugs are our worst because they're not just on, you think zucchini and crookneck squash and things
And the
like
way they
that.
get underneath
The
it-
leaves. Yeah.
and you have to scrape them.
Yeah.
They're very they're a big hassle.
So we have a big pumpkin patch every year too, and they can decimate it really easily. So yeah, Vicky, you'll need to check the underside of the leaves. And if you have squash bugs, you'll start seeing little reddish brown eggs there on the underside and scrape those eggs off to make sure those babies never hatch. And then you'll see little grayish, they remind me of the shape, kind of like a shield or something that, that kind of shape.
Yeah.
And there are different ways to dispose of them. Some people will funk them in a cup of like dish soap with water. We squash the squash
Yeah.
bugs. That's the fastest because they get overwhelming very quickly. Let's see. We're getting an Aldi here, Shannon says. I'm excited for you. If I had to pick just one grocery store, it would be Aldi. I'm really pleased with ours. So, Susan talks about slugs too. Yeah, some people battle slugs. We don't have an issue with
That's not
slugs.
an issue here.
The cucumber beetles, yeah, but again,
Slugs were when I lived in Oklahoma. there
really,
was slugs.
slugs.
People put salt around things. 'Cause
Okay.
they can't cross it.
Yeah. Nancy says she struggles with squash bugs too. They ate her pumpkins and her cucumbers. So, Debbie says, what are squash bugs? Big or little? It depends on if you find them when they're babies
They'll
or
get
they're
big.
adults. Yeah, the adults I'd say are, about that big. The little babies look kind of like just a gray circle. I mean, smaller than the end of a pin with legs coming off of them. So it depends on if you're seeing them when they're little. Sometimes if you'll turn over the underside of a leaf, you will see a cluster of little gray dots with a bunch of legs. That means the eggs under that leaf hatched, and you just have to
I'm gone.
and get rid of them all at one time. So, yeah. Debbie says we call those stink bugs. They have a similar shape, yeah, to the stink bugs, very similar. Oh, Nancy says her granddaughter went outside with a toothpick to stab the squash bugs. Oh, special supper on Sunday for Mother's Day. We have a family event always on Mother's Day. So it's a good time. Okay, Xanthia says she makes a hot pepper spray and sprays the squash bugs. And we don't have much trouble with them anymore. See, I would be interested in that. Xanthia, the only thing that we've ever put on our plants is diatomaceous earth to help with it. But of course, you have to reapply that every time it rains, or if we use the sprinkler in the garden or something, it has to be reapplied. So, hot pepper spray. Huh. Let's see. Okay, Janice Caffarelli says chipmunks, squirrels, and mice cause more damage here than any bugs did last year. We've never battled those yet. Maybe the
Cats and
Great
dogs. We
Pyrenees?
have cats and dogs around. that kinda
we do
keep the
have cats
rodents.
that like to live in the garden too,
Mhm.
so they would help with the mice especially. Oh, Zilch Family Homestead. Is this how I do a thumbs up for you while you're watching on an iPhone? It's not in the chat. I don't know where it's located at on the phone.
So we don't know about iPhones.
Yeah, we don't have iPhones either. So I'm sorry, I'm no help on that. Okay. How do you get rid of voles? They took out my strawberry patch. We're not going to be helpful with this, but the way we get rid of them is Lady, our blue healer.
Takes care of that.
She will dig down and comes up with dirt all over her nose. She
can find them and gets them.
Lady is the most amazing dog ever, and I do not know what we are going to do when we don't have her. She was dumped here back in 2011, spring of 2011. And so we think she was born in the fall of 2010. So she's very old, very smart, and very much an asset here on our farm, too. Oh, those that are struggling on Mother's Day because they've lost their mamas. That is going to be a hard day.
Has anyone in here tried to grow tobacco surrounding your garden as a means of controlling pests? I've heard that putting tobacco amongst your garden or around your garden will reduce a lot of pests. I've never tried it, but I've heard this.
Cindy says she plants one onion in each pot to try to keep bugs away. Praying it works. Okay, just kind of a companion planting to avoid pests. So you can't have. Okay. I guess for the iPhone, Janice on here says you can't have chat up to find the thumbs up button. Okay, so if you have the chat up and going, apparently you can't see the thumbs up button is what it sounds like. It's on the left under the video. So yeah, you have to click out of the chat, Rhonda says. That's the magic trick there. Allison's asking about the summer kitchen. How is it going? So our friend that's helping out, he is busy with several other jobs. So we are sporadically getting him here to finish things up. The boys' bedroom, I mean, they are right now, they're building beds and nightstands. The only thing left in the boys' bedroom is the doors need a second coat of white paint. Other than that, I mean, it's ready to move in. Everything is great in the boys' bedroom. The sewing room, all the trim and stuff is up, but there's some just some cosmetic work. Is it putty? What's the stuff called? To fill in the nail holes and the cracks and stuff like that. And then the paint on the trim work needs to be done in there. And I think is the trim work on the ceiling, the wood ceiling. Maybe he's still doing that too. I don't remember.
I'd have to go out there and look.
The sewing room is just like one step behind the boys' bedroom, but we're not getting him here as often as we did before. He did say he's not going to really be able to come in May much at all, that it'll probably be June. So the downstairs is on hold.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll probably get some insulation up and things like
stuff that we can do pretty quickly. And that's the deal. David, his birthday is the beginning of June, and we're having it here. And he wants to be able to have his friends in there to play the foosball table and stuff that Miss Lisa had given us. So we are going to try to tidy up the downstairs and make it look less like a construction zone, so that sectional couch can be set up with some tables.
If I put the insulation up, you kick the air conditioner on.
Yeah.
Because right now it'd be pointless to put the air conditioner
on. Because the air conditioning works down there and stuff.
But it needs to be insulated.
Yeah. Vicky says, the kids were here and I missed most of this. What did I miss? We talked about squash bugs. How to get rid of squash bugs, Vicky. And we talked about it because of your comment. Oh, goodness. Stacy, I am very sorry for that. She dreads Mother's Day for a very valid reason. What did you get? What did you get?
I candled it. There's nothing in it.
Oh, you want to show everybody?
It's an egg.
Oh, there you go. Where'd you find
Where's
it
that?
at?
It was in the backyard.
In just laying in the grass?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what would lay that just in grass?
Could it have fell out of a nest?
No,
But was it
it'll
under a big?
break.
But was it under a big tree or was it just out in the middle of the yard?
It was out in the middle of the yard.
Huh? I don't know.
Sarah said she candled it. There's no little baby growing inside
Mm-hmm.
there, huh?
But it's definitely not a snake egg.
I don't know.
That's too
Well,
small.
Has anyone seen
They
snake
put, they
eggs?
put it in a hole though. Snake egg would
Um,
be.
It's not snakes. Snakes are leathery, and that's obviously a shell.
Okay, so it's obviously a bird egg. It's not a leathery shell. So,
I don't know.
yeah. We are expecting some snake eggs though from that. There was a short that we put up of the 2 speckled king snakes that were in our package delivery box. And we don't know where those eggs may be, but let's see. Could it be a snake? Yeah, May. That's what I thought too. But Sarah says it's not leathery like a snake egg would be. So it's yuck snakes, Deborah says. Now, when we first moved out here, I would say yuck snakes, the same thing. But over 14 years of living here, I now have an appreciation of certain snakes.
There's always a balance of nature that has
Yes.
to be.
I've changed my thought process on some of these things. The same way with bugs. Spiders, there's some spiders that we will just relocate outside, and I was not a lover of spiders there at the beginning. So, okay, Nerdy Bombshell says a killdeer egg, maybe. I think Sarah went outside.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Are killdeer eggs spotted? Because this egg did not have any spots whatsoever. It was just a solid, pure white. Yeah. Oh, Selch Family Homestead. Ever eat snake? Tastes like chicken, she says. Debbie is thinking it's a bluebird egg. She thinks it looks like a bluebird egg. I had some in my yard from a nest that a house sparrow took over. Wow.
You know,
Yeah, killdeer eggs are spotted.
I was thinking they had little speckles on them. Okay. She's got our handy dandy bird book over there. We have a nature shelf. One of the sections of our bookshelves is nature, and that's where we.
Pale blue eggs, and this one was a white.
Okay. Any ideas?
White egg doesn't narrow down your options now.
Goodness. Let's see.
Yeah, talking about snake. My great grandparents that very much had that were hardcore homesteaders. They would eat rattlesnakes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The rattlesnakes were huge. They were, but I can remember them having rattlesnakes. Not, but they were eating rattlesnakes. Had more meat than you would think.
Yeah, I've never eaten snake. Jeanette asks, what is a killdeer egg? There is a breed of bird called a killdeer, and thinking it might have been one of because they lay their nests on the ground. But this one doesn't have the speckles like the ones that Sarah just saw in the book. So thinking maybe it's not that. Let's see. Oh, brown-eyed girl has to go to bed for early work in the morning. I'm glad you stopped in though. Thanks for coming to the live stream. Deborah says snakes and mice I cannot stand. Yeah, okay, snakes I can be okay. Mice I still squeal like a girl. I really
Need to have the non-venomous snakes to help with the mice.
Yeah, they unnerve me.
Turtle egg. I didn't think about that.
Turtle egg, maybe, Sarah? I don't know. It's small. I did see someone said, could it be like a first chicken's little baby egg? It's
Not
smaller than
smaller
what,
than that.
yeah, because we do get those little, what do they call them? Fairy eggs or something? Well, there's a term for those first eggs. This one was smaller than what those typically are for us, at least.
Have a golf ball size egg. This one was.
She's doing stuff on the internet while y'all are giving suggestions. So, Stacy Potts says she's eating rattlesnake too. Brown Eyed Girl says it makes me appreciate living in the city with all the conveniences. Oh, let's see. We are seeing lots of the little turtles walking around out here, though, too. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Susan's talking about that killdeer, that bird that lays their eggs on the ground in a nest. The mom killdeer will act like they have a broken wing if you get near the nest. Yeah, they use that as a distraction to, I'm injured, come over here and, get away from my nest. So, yeah, it's very neat. Caitlin asks how the ducks are doing. They're doing great. That one little runt baby, the kid's named Woodstock, is there with the big ones now. They're in a chicken tractor that Miss Lisa sent in the front yard, getting moved around. So they are doing awesome. Xanthia says, my husband built our house mouse proof because if a mouse ever got in our house, I would move out. So I'm okay. They can't get in. It's good. Yeah, I don't do well with mice. It just that unnerves me. So, yeah, and Stacy says turtle eggs should be buried. Yeah. Susan talking about all the things she ate: rattlesnake, rabbit, squirrel, raccoon. I ate it all. Oh. Kathy asks if we have bantam chickens. We've never had bantams. For those of you that don't know, that they're just a smaller
Little ones.
breed of chicken. Yeah. So we've never had those though.
Bex is heading out.
Oh, Bex. I'm glad you came, Bex. Glad you hung out with us for as long as you could. So, okay. Well, anything else you want to touch on here?
No.
We're getting close to an hour. So
yeah, I'm just
I want to
it's
go
just
out and
our-
see what the boys all got
busy
done.
time. Yeah, see what they got done. I want to eat too.
Oh, that's my food. I started eating and then I set it on the counter in the kitchen because we were going to start the live stream. You didn't even start a plate, did you?
I grabbed a taco real quick and then I thought, well, I'll just eat after.
Yeah. Okay, Zelch Family Homestead says bantams are great mamas. They'll set on
Yeah.
everyone's eggs. We did get silkies one time for that same reason because we heard they'll, sit on eggs, and we ended up losing them. I don't remember.
They weren't tough enough out here. This is rugged.
Yeah, I don't
The
remember.
silkies were too dainty for the
They were pretty
rugged
little things, though.
this area. You got to have an animal. It's pretty tough to live out here.
Debbie says, please film what the boys have done in the room. So we talked about that this evening. So I think whenever I stopped the last summer kitchen update, there was no trim put up yet. I have not filmed anything else. I need to.
Yeah, I can get out there and catch it up. Yeah.
What? Morning dove egg? That's what Sarah's thinking. That was do they just lay one?
Two.
So where's the
Morning
second one?
dove.
I'm thinking they had a nest and that one was a dud. Because I looked and it was there was nothing, not even the start of anything in there.
Okay. Morning doves lay 2 eggs. Sarah thinks they kicked it out of the nest or something because when
Yeah.
she candled it, there was nothing in there. So that's her best guess. Okay. There you go.
Now you know.
Now you know. Krista asks if we ever eat duck. Yes. Now, we have not eaten any of our own.
No.
Every once in a while, Aldi does carry duck in their frozen food section. and it comes with this package of orange sauce stuff. I pitched the orange sauce because we just like the bird with salt and pepper on it. It's basically like dark meat chicken because it's all dark meat. There is no white meat on there. And the plan when we got our ducks is we would have them for eggs. And then once we got too many males, we would pick and choose which genetics we wanted to keep. And the other ones would be butchered for us to eat. And we just haven't done that yet. We do need to. Well, now that
Well,
we've got,
get more hatching.
now that we had those hatch, it's probably time to take inventory and just see who can we, put in the freezer maybe. So, no, okay. Have the kids ever gone to summer camps? If you have any,
Yeah.
oh,
We live at a summer
you
camp.
guys,
Yeah, summer camp have nothing on our place.
Sarah and Sam, they're on the ball there in the chat. See, and I'm glad you think you live in a summer camp. I don't think those are more common nowadays than whenever we were kids, are they?
That's not.
I went to summer camp. You never did.
Well, but I've spent a lot of time out on property, and I mean, so that wouldn't have been anything. That wouldn't have been anything different for me. I like but I mean, and how many people that's been out here? It's like people would pay money to come to your place.
Yeah.
You could actually, I mean, it's like that much. There's so many things.
Well, we've been asked too. Are the kids involved in 4-H and stuff like that?
It is, yeah.
Yes.
We are for it, yeah. Yeah, when you already have this
we
stuff,
are
yeah.
4-H.
It's kind of like people say, "You ever go somewhere and go camping?" Well, we just head out into the woods. Yeah, we wouldn't have to go to a park or anything. Yeah, so it's one of the nice things about living out like this.
Brittany asks about the family member with the eating restrictions. Are they doing better? Very much better. It's the improvement amazes me. So I'm very, very thankful for that. That doesn't mean that the dietary change can stop. Unfortunately, this is going to be a new normal, I think. So, but it's a good thing. So, okay, Stacy Potts said we had ducks, geese, and guineas, but never ate them. The guineas made good watchdogs. So we had a family over here just for supper to hang out, fellowship with, and they have a lot of guineas. And then they got them to help control the ticks there on their property, and they do believe that they have helped with the ticks. But just recently, I was told that they ate one for the first time, and it was good. Said, similar to chicken, but maybe even a little better than chicken. So that I would be more likely to get guineas, knowing that they're also getting eggs from them too. That not only are they getting eggs, but meat from those birds as well. Vicky feels sheltered. She hasn't eaten all the exotic things that people are talking about here. She says, one time I was tricked into eating a tiny chicken leg that turned out to be a frog. They tricked her. Oh, Vicky is a hoot. You guys, if you have not checked out her channel, she is a funny, funny lady. Very good storyteller. Really enjoy watching her videos. So, okay. Still not over that yet. Rhonda says guineas are mean. Sarah, has that family that we love, have they said anything about the guineas being mean on their property?
Try to run.
Okay. And said no, they're not. Theirs are not mean, but they run in front of vehicles.
Like they've had people stop and tell them, hey.
So they're not smart enough to get away from the vehicle coming towards them. Oh, Veronica's on here too. I'm glad you're here. And her nurse is there. Okay. You are in our prayers, Veronica. I want you to know that. Okay. Zelch Family Homestead says Clyde is thinking of having a homeschool family day out here sometime soon. I'll post about it on our channel once he figures out a date. So yeah, Shawn had talked about us coming up there to see your place
We'd love to
sometime.
come up there. The animals, it's so tricky because of milk cow and everything
Yeah,
else.
because how many hours? Do you recall how many
It-
hours
it was-
away?
It was several hours. Yeah, I don't remember how many it was, but it was enough that you start adding it up. It's like, well, by the
So
time you get there, you have to come back.
yeah, for
With
those
all
of
the-
you that don't know, Zelch Family Homestead, I mean, they're in real life,
yeah,
they're in real life people of ours, our friends, but we've never been to their homestead village.
yeah, village.
It's
Yeah.
really neat. It's really cool. Um, the kids would absolutely
Oh
love
yeah, I
it
would
too.
love to get up there. It's just it's
It's the,
it's for all of. I mean,
Yeah.
it's for all of us to go somewhere is
yeah.
almost next to impossible.
Yeah, like whenever you went to the family reunion
I just
last year to
some of
Oklahoma,
us go. Yeah,
some have to stay here to do the animal jobs while
Right.
others can go, hours away. Let's see. The neighbor's guineas chased my toddlers around the yard when we were outside. Yeah, that wouldn't be good, Rhonda. Oh, Stacy says we ate a raccoon we trapped once. It was very rich. Stacy has stories about trapping animals. I've heard some of those stories, Stacy. Kathleen asks, what do squash bugs look like? It depends on if you're seeing the newly hatched ones. They look very different than the fully adult ones. A lot of times, if you're seeing the fully adult ones, they are in the process of visiting with another fully adult one. A lot of times it's a 2-for-1 deal there if you are seeing the adult ones. The smaller ones are just little gray circles with legs coming off of them, and those are the newly hatched babies. But they multiply very quickly. Yeah. So okay, guys. Yeah, I think we're going to have to hop off here too. Several of you are saying, I got to work in the morning. I'm going to have to go. Yeah, we've still got several that need to take baths and showers.
Yeah, still things we got to do tonight. Too.
I want to go out and see the summer kitchen and see what the boys, how they have stuff set up. So things are happening. It's just, I did want to say also, since it's been so rainy and we are so far behind on gardening and stuff like that, whenever we hit the point where the rains stop and things dry out, we are going to have to hyper focus on the garden. We're going to have to work double time to play catch up on all the stuff like the green beans and stuff that should already be in the ground and they aren't. So while we intend to do a live stream, yeah, I'm looking at my calendar now. While we intend to do a live stream next Tuesday, I want to tell you up front that if the weather is gorgeous and our ground is dry, we are going to have to make hay while the sun shines. Is that what they say?
Those have to stay out there.
Yeah, we're playing this by ear here, and a lot of it depends on the weather. So if we can get several days of dried out dirt, we're going to hyper focus on playing catch up. But as of right now, we do plan to be here for next Tuesday night's live stream, unless ... So, okay, guys, we'll hop off here and we'll go do the next right thing. And Christy asked if the boys are in the summer kitchen now. Not yet, but it's close. It's very, very close. So yes, Debbie says we could join you in the garden. I thought about that today while Sarah and Anna and I were out there weeding. Janice, you should have the camera set up right now, but I didn't take the time.
We do that all the time because we get busy and just think, I'm not fooling with the camera right now. I'm so busy. Yeah. All
right, guys, we'll hop off here, and Lord willing, we will see you guys next Tuesday evening. So thanks for hanging out with us. Bye-bye.